conversation had been simple. It was the summer of 1996. The season before, Augie Garrido's Cal State Fullerton baseball team had won the College World Series and was being heralded as perhaps the best team in the history of the game. Garrido's teams had won 3 national championships, and he was the brightest light in the sport. He was already a legend, taking a small college team on the West Coast and turning it into a national power. And then the phone call came. Texas, through a variety of circumstances that included the parting of ways with his old friend Cliff Gustafson, was looking for a baseball coach. "What are you looking for?" he had asked as the call came to get his thoughts on possible successors. "We are looking for the best baseball coach in the country," had been the answer. Garrido thought a minute and then started naming some of the recognized young guns of the game. Halfway through, the caller interrupted him. "Well," he said, "is the best baseball coach in America interested?" Augie thought about it and then replied, "If you're talking about me, I would say that if this is good for me, good for the university, and good for the Gustafsons, yes, I would be." And that is when the union between the winningest coach in the history of college baseball and the Texas Longhorns began. His answer pretty well covered a definition of the man. He would come armed with extreme confidence that he knew the job and how to do it. He would come because of respect for a tradition, and he would come because of his loyalty to a friend. As Augie is inducted into the College Baseball Hall of Fame this weekend, he enters with legacies carved from his roots and traditions built at 2 of the game's most respected programs. He built Cal State Fullerton, and he built Texas back. 3 seasons after he took over at UT, he had the Longhorns back in the College World Series for the first time since the early 1990s. And that is when the run began. The team that Augie was forging would be the most successful in the game in the first decade of the 21st century. They would win the College World Series twice, in 2002 and 2005, finish second twice, and in a window between 2002 and 2009, wind up in the final 4 times in 8 years. His Texas teams would win 824 games, and when the 2016 season ended, the winningest coach in college baseball had coached teams that had won 1,975 games. But while the wins were impressive, the lives he touched would be Garrido's greatest legacy. He made the game fun, and he used it to teach, not only about baseball, but about life. And when he was finished, he had done it better than anyone else. In the movie The Natural, the actor Robert Redford defined his character Roy Hobbs' ambitions for his life in the game of baseball. He wanted to be recognized, he said, as the best that ever was. And as Augie rides off into the sunset from his 48 years in the game, including 20 at Texas, that is how he will be remembered.